I'm assuming some of these just aren't like relevant. Okay. He's like, I'm gonna get you, bitch. She's right here. Like, oh, please don't get me, bitch. Cord. Alright, let's go ahead and go to the class trial. Holy shit, oops. Alright. This red door, right? Finally, this. Ooh, everybody's here. You're late, Makoto. We've all been waiting for you. I bet you're afraid because you discovered as the murderer.
Listen to me.
Let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Save that for the class trial. There we can all reveal the details of Makoto's crime. Bro, all of you guys suck. I hate you all. Let's just do this so I can get Leon the fuck out of here, because I know he did it. But I'm honestly hoping it's just like a red herring, because that's a little bit too easy. But then who's the killer? Maybe if they wouldn't have left a little trail mark that proved that the connecting from the L to the two ones together, maybe then I would have probably have gotten it. But then they also mentioned that she would have to be doing it this way if she was, which is weird, so I don't know. It really was one of us.
Is everyone here? Okay then. Please board the elevator in front of you, which will transport you to the courtroom, where all your fates will be decided. I'll meet you all down there. I'll be waiting.
Alright. Alright, I guess I can talk to you. Let me talk to you first, because let's get this started. Okay.
Got it.
Relax, I haven't decided 100% that you're the culprit yet. Yeah, okay, sure. Let's talk to you.
What?
So whoever stuck us here even took the time to set up a goddamn courtroom. Alright. Well, did you find anything that might actually prove your innocence? Yeah, I found a whole lot. Well then, the time has finally come. Are you ready? So, the school basement has become a darkened stage. Well, all here bear witness to Mr. Naegi's final curtain call. Yeah, sure. What's up?
What I mean.
Well, I did my job. I'm counting on the rest of you from out here on out. Yeah, count on this.
What the heck?
Can't help but to wonder whoever killed Sayaka is feeling right now. They're feeling dread and doubt because I'm about to fucking. Oops.
Well then.
Oops. I want to. Okay.
Yes, indeed.
Good idea.
Hey,
I forgot to miss Sakura's. All we gotta do is just move forward. No, scared isn't right. As I said before, but it's up to you to uncover the mystery surrounding this case yourself. If you don't, you'll never come to grips with the truth. I need to uncover the truth of Sayaka's death. I didn't need someone else to tell me to do that. In Sayaka's honor, I swear I'll find out who killed her. As I raised my voice to try to give myself courage, I turned trembling with anticipation towards the elevator. Each step forward, I could feel my heartbeat starting to race faster and faster. Everyone else was already at the elevator when I finally stepped on. The doors closed, the elevator started to move. Alright, the steel door descended with heavy clunking sounds towards the school's basement. I wonder if this is how death row inmates feel when his time has finally come. Oh, rather than that, it's more like a defendant waiting to see his judgment. Obviously, our shared anxiety, the elevator lowered us further into the bowels of the school. What do you think? What do you think? Doesn't it feel like just a real courtroom? It's like a Hollywood movie set, right? Shit, not even close. It's total shit.
well now.
Okay, everyone find your seats, assigned seats, and sit down. Hurry up. Alright. did us said, took our seats. Oh, of course I'm next to dead Sayaka. Okay, the seats were arranged in a giant circle. Is that set up so everyone can see everyone else? Which also meant it's easy for anyone to transfer their attention and unease onto everyone else. The air seemed to grow heavy as we sat there. And so the curtain on our first case opened. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal. A deadly riddle, a deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. Like, yeah, Makoto, you need to chill. It's never that serious. Do you want to save? I'm excited. This is my first class trial.
Let's begin with a basic
yes, and thank
explanation
God
of
they're
the class
talking.
trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened.
Okay.
And the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a
no.
goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Yeah, that's what I'm like.
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick?
No, no questions.
What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died.
Oh, wow.
Friendship penetrates even death's barrier.
That's kind of fucked up.
Friendship penetrates.
Oh, he fooled me, please.
But what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Yeah.
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people.
Why is that? Okay, why was that made?
Okay. That about
Are there
does
supposed to
it
be
for the
16 students?
trial. Get ready to get started.
Is there going to be like a transfer student?
First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
It's about to begin the debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything found, anything I notice, I have to be ready to speak up about everything. Because this isn't just about me, everyone's lives are on the line. Okay. Alright, evidence of a struggle.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Okay.
Yeah, we know that part already.
Yeah, duh.
Took place in Makoto's room.
Yeah, sure.
In the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom.
No.
She didn't even have a chance to resist.
No. That's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, because, yeah, there's a sign of a struggle. Clearly, like, come on, didn't you see? Like, why
Just
would
a
you even
second,
start the
Chihiro.
statement with that?
Try to remember how my room looked.
Yeah. Like, it's not like a
The way
slight
things have been
struggle.
damaged,
Look at that.
I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to try and hide. The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
Okay.
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the
Yeah,
scene.
that's what I'm saying. Like, why would y'all begin on that?
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Yeah,
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow.
we have to move forward.
This is starting to sound like a real trial.
No shit, why do I have to be next to Hifumi? Alright, we need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka. He's like, oh, I think it was, this feels like a real trial. And it's like, nigga. Kitchen knife, okay, yeah.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
Okay, yeah.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him.
Oop, good thing it was the kitchen knife because one was missing.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife.
Alright, I'm feeling myself a little bit. This is just a tutorial. It could get a lot harder.
A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
Yeah, sorta. Like, my nigga, that was like halfway out.
Close, I could totally see that being a kitchen knife.
Yeah.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does...
If I look real close, maybe it can be a kitchen knife. Like it...
I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
Yeah, why are you trying to put the blame on me, huh? 11037?
Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
I hate you guys.
Let's draw our conclusions after we've presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's got to be a breakthrough somewhere just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I didn't fucking kill her. She just starts getting really belligerent. Want to learn a bit more about... Absolutely, please, for the love of God. Always account.
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Okay.
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right?
No.
He did it in secret. Nobody was in the dining hall.
No, it's wrong.
Yeah, Aoi was in the dining hall. You stupid bitch. I'm going to defend myself.
Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead and say it all you want.
Shut up.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Please don't be stupid at this
Remember
time.
what you were telling me earlier?
Okay. Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, blah, 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 but then when I finished the tea, went back into the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives was gone. So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining hall? Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, that's right.
And at any point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay.
Okay, then what about this?
Mm-hmm.
What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together?
Why would
and lying to protect each other?
how would that benefit her though? Because if Makoto gets away with it, then she dies too, regardless.
Why would I get involved in something like that?
Yeah.
Speaking of which, I'd like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
Okay, what I thought. That's what I thought.
So
So
in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
exactly. So what would be her point to do so?
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
Oh, well, this nigga says like, but some people are just weird. Some people like mutually assured destruction and are willing to die for a cause or for random reasons. So who knows? We might have a case of somebody being here that's just like, I'll die for somebody
And they just didn't know about the rules.
on some simp shit.
Good Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this
look,
case.
look at his Monokuma.
Did I say that out loud?
His portrait's just shaking the fuck out.
I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife? Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, no way! I swear it wasn't me!
Sure, but can you or anyone else prove
Wait,
that?
I didn't mean to put the blade. Okay, good.
That's right. Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
Oh, okay. Then how come
I
Sakura
hate
can
to
also
ask,
prove that?
but just to be sure, Sakura's
Me.
right. But then couldn't either
You
one of
asshole,
them
I
grab
hate
the
you.
knife?
Actually, no. Because, well,
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over.
Mm-hmm.
Which means we have airtight alibis.
You stayed over? Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms. But it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room.
Yeah, that is true.
So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night together? It's unwholesome.
That's not a boy and a girl.
I'm a girl.
Ooh,
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
But if it
Jesus.
wasn't either of you, then what other possibility is there?
What am I
Actually, there
thinking?
is
Not
one
much
other
at this time.
possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Well, because they're not here anymore. Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall.
what?
And then later, she wound up dead.
Okay. That's a plot twist. So the person who took the Sayaka?
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
Where did she have the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual.
Why are you guys just
When
bringing
she
this up
came into
now?
the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen.
Mm.
As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely,
The person who took the knife was the victim herself.
Okay.
I'm sure.
Dang it, then that
sure
doesn't
she
really
just
clear
took
me
it
because
for
if she had it.
self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it?
Yeah, that doesn't.
In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
I wish it was like fingerprint. If there was fingerprint analysis, it would have been a wrap. Like, this is bullshit.
Did do it after all.
No, you're wrong.
so that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
I hate you. I hate everybody here. I just come to the cruel realization that I hate everybody here. If they convict me, everyone's going to die. And
Hold on. It's still too early to
Yeah,
decide
including
conclusively
myself.
that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
okay.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
I don't know if I like her voice actor.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
This is your first Hangman's Gambit. Yes, please explain it to me. Alright. Something that shouldn't have been at the scene, but wasn't that must be the, okay. Okay. A? Hair. Okay. It was the hair. Okay.
Yeah, I understand.
Cause yeah, the hair, there was no hair there.
That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
Dang, they really did get rid of two of my favorite characters.
Was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there.
Okay.
That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Okay.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Alright. Room's owner and the killer is one and the same.
Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important
Bro.
based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I think she's going to get to it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
The doorknob, the door,
Do you
because
remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene?
yeah, because like I wouldn't have broken the door
Attacked in
down.
the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
Ooh, and also,
How did the killer get into the
I
bathroom?
okay,
Did they
I
have
think
any
I
trouble
understand
with
where she's getting at.
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
Mm-hmm. Her killer struggle getting to the bathroom, and the evidence that proves it is... It's this one, right?
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
The door knob, right?
The doorknob? What doorknob?
The doorknob for my bathroom.
Hey,
It
what's
was
going on, Lennox
completely
Harris?
broken.
Welcome to the stream.
See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Uh-huh.
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob.
Uh-huh.
This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
Exactly.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room?
Yeah.
But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
No, but there's other options though.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand.
Yeah. Kyoko said it was a bewildering act. I almost didn't notice at first, but it's that the key points here. There's a bit more. There's a bit more you need to learn about non-stop debates. Okay. I'm already on the bandwagon that Leon did something because that message on the wall did not fool me at all. Maybe in Japanese it was a little bit more hard, but like, no, that spelled Leon. Make your argument. I will, okay? Bathroom door frame.
The incident took place in Makoto's room.
Yes, that's correct.
Sayaka was first attacked in the main room.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
She then fled into the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
Then the killer ran after her.
Okay.
And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door.
Okay, I don't know.
Sayaka had locked it.
Okay. There. Bust the door frame. Alright, I think I understand it now.
The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked.
Yeah, boys' bathrooms can't be locked for some weird reason. Because apparently boys don't need privacy.
After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with walking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then why didn't your bathroom door open?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right.
Okay.
Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Ooh, okay.
True as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door.
Hey, the luck came through, because if it wasn't for that door, I would have no other alibi or whatever. So there's that. So
That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
understandable.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place?
Well, because when you try to open it, it like feels like it's
Everyone
locked.
should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
Oh, the nameplates. The nameplates, because the nameplates were
The
switched.
killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of
Yo,
the crime.
this game is fun. I love that the fact I'm just I love murder mysteries. All right, the killer was convinced the bathroom door, so they didn't know the door actually couldn't be locked. In other words, the important details about in other words, the important detail about the scene.
I got it!
There.
The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
Okay.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was?
Mm-hmm.
That's inconceivable.
Well, it's
And
because
yet, he's absolutely right.
yeah. Is she gonna bring it up, or do I have to?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms,
Mm-hmm.
which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
Then there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
Okay.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
Ooh.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But
Or somebody used the toolkit.
the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door open.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
Exactly.
That is...
I had to do all of that roundabout stuff in order to get to the
So
main.
the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Yeah, like, bro.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
I hate Hifumi. I hate him.
But what happens if we can't decide on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority rules? Do you really think that's a good idea?
Yeah. It's like if you choose at random.
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something.
Does no one have any other thoughts or questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
No one, does anyone have a question? Okay.
As a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Okay.
Oh,
Dang, why you show her so much shade? Like, damn.
Sound so disappointed.
It's fine, it's fine. Just ask your question.
Oh yeah. Okay, so,
Spit it out.
well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yeah, there was no sign of breakage or anything.
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the
That's
culprit
what I
picked it
thought.
up. That's possible, right?
But she changed places with me after 10, and there's no way she would
I
be.
don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Yeah.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
I'm down with that hashtag. Yeah, he did.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Ms. Maizono just let him in.
I mean, I agree with the fact that she would have to have let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Or maybe not.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place. Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
Because she said she wouldn't even let me in if I were to come knocking, so... I think this... Yep.
Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
The same goes for you. The same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open the door for anyone. Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open the door. See, she said that specifically, came out of her mouth.
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Oh, the music stops. Oh no.
Huh?
Was she lying? I mean, I pretty much assumed that she was kind of like honeypotting me a little bit.
What the hell is that supposed
But
to mean?
I thought she was really terrified.
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
There's something I want to talk to you about. Just the two of us. In 5 minutes, come to my room. Can you come to my room, Sayaka? Come to see me in the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room, okay? So she baited somebody in there. She's gonna kill somebody. Who did she send that to, though? Check the nameplate to make sure you don't get the wrong room,
I found
okay?
a notepad during my search, and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil.
Oh. I looked at the notepad too, and they said there was nothing,
And these are the words that appeared.
nothing here.
Oh man!
Wow.
I've totally seen people do that on detective shows.
Why am I not finding those clues? I thought I had all the material, but then Kyoko was like, "Oh, look, I got this. I just did some cool FBI detective type shit." Oh, whatever.
Right. It can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like, holy crap! I better make sure I rip the paper out before I use it from now on.
Okay.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes.
Man, look at her feeling herself like, yeah, I did it.
Oh,
I'm a
and I should
badass.
also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room.
Oop.
Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
So yeah, Sayaka
Was
did it.
Makoto, who lived there, or Sayaka, who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
Well, for one, she signed her fucking name, so no, I didn't write it.
No, I didn't. But
Of course you didn't, because the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
Oh, she wanted to set me up. She was trying to set me up. She was going to kill somebody in my room and then, like, make me take the blame for it. But no, she would still be in the room though. Sayaka wrote it.
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone.
Alright, the person who killed her.
She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
Well, she fucked up. Like, she had a knife and everything, and yet she... Wow.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Hifumi. No, I'm just joking. Alright.
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Hear what I have to say?
Yes, actually.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Oh, no, the non-stop debate. Dorm nameplates, okay.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yes, that's correct.
But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room. I see.
Oh, fuck.
So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
I don't know,
So
maybe?
in other
Oh,
words,
fuck.
even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
Okay, yeah.
It certainly would seem that way.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms,
Mhm.
correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Your meaningless words tired me. Please not waste my time. Fuck.
Sayaka and Makoto switched rooms, correct?
Yeah, I
But
think...
in the note,
Oh, fuck.
the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
Yeah, okay.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Mhm.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in. So in other words, even if someone did read the note and did what it said, they would not have any connection to what happened.
It certainly would seem that way.
Alright, the killer went to my room instead of Sayaka's, and the reason for that is is because of switch between... Okay.
And Makoto switched that in the note. It specifically I see. Then they would have gone exactly the room that Makoto was staying in.
Okay. I just missed it the first time. That was the issue. Alright.
The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves.
Mm-hmm.
As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name.
Oh, so I was going under the assumption they already knew that. Okay.
And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Mm-hmm.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem.
Mm-hmm.
And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
No, why would I do that? That would obscure the point of me switching rooms.
Then who did it?
Sayaka. She did that. She was trying to honey trap somebody.
Whoever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note.
Yep.
She specifically tells the reader
To check the nameplate.
She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
Mm-hmm.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
Inviting someone to your room, but not telling them you'd switched rooms. Why would anyone do that?
To understand that, we first need to understand what happened after she invited the person into the room. That's where the answer lies.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out. We know who did it. Whoever she invited over is the culprit.
But we still don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Corn on the cob head got it
Sayaka fought
correct.
with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself.
Okay.
It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
Yeah. Honestly,
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
Ooh, I got the little gold dust fragments on her wrist.
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
Yep.
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
How and what led to Sayaka's death? Like, how are we close to solving the mystery? Tell me that. Yes, please. Are you getting used to non-stop debates? Well, guess what? Here goes new mechanics that's going to make it even more confusing for you. Okay. Multiple truths. Okay. Yep. Speaking of more mechanics. Our replica sheath knife kitchen knife set and replica sword.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword.
Okay.
And that's when the first blow was dealt.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
Okay.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
Okay.
And that's exactly what happened.
The person with the sword, if the person with the sword really did attack first, there's no explanation of the certain, how the certain sword got damaged.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Okay.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she tried to fight back. She grabbed the kitchen knife she had hidden away.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
And they killed her with it.
Okay.
And that's exactly what happened.
No, I'm just not understanding. Okay. Replica.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
And that's what broke Miss Mizono's wrist.
So she grabbed the... But then the culprit...
And they killed her with it.
And that's exactly what happened.
What about the sheet? Okay, I think they want me to get to the sheet, but what about the sheet first?
The fighting broke out. The culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. A sword-based sneak attack.
Okay.
No, that's wrong.
Ooh, alright.
Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Mm-hmm.
Why not?
Because the sword sheath had been scratched.
Okay.
See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Alright, yeah, I didn't even read that. I kind of like guessed that. Alright, so yeah. So Leon, or yeah, I'm just going to assume that's Leon at this point, because fuck it, because his name is on the goddamn wall. So Leon was like defending himself, and she was attacking him.
Something sharp. You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
Sayaka was attacking him.
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Mm-hmm.
I think I get it. So here's how it all played out.
Okay.
The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was
No.
happening.
You guys assuming that Sayaka's always in the innocent. Nah, she baited him, and then she attacked first, and then she failed.
But then the culprit took that from her too.
She grabbed the sword to defend herself, but no, that's not true.
After they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
That's too much.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Because she never held the sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
The hands?
I got it!
Her palms, yeah, they would have been covered in the gold
Talking
dust.
about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Well, because...
Like I said before, the gold coating on
What the
that
fuck is
sword
Hifumi
comes
doing?
right off. All you have to do is
Like-
touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because whoever used the sword got some of it on their hands. There's really no way she could have picked it up and come away completely clean.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it... No.
It's because you're ugly. There's no way Sayaka washed the gold coating off her hands because the certain regulation. Oh yeah, the water. They shut off the water too?
Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Well, you can't. If you have to pee in the middle of the night, you can't be washing your hands. So y'all a bunch of dirty motherfuckers if y'all pee at night.
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
How many days has it been? Ew, you're dirty. Even Hufumi's like, yo, get this nasty bitch away from me.
You're no different. You smell like a big, fat, ugly donkey.
Like, I'm honestly defending Hifumi here because it's like, yo, like, you are the one who's not bathing, and I'm up here just like saying, oh, it's like the whatever. Fuck you.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Yo, shout out if you.
Insult, obviously.
He's into that, so.
Anyway, if Sayaka never touched the sword, then that means the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheath with the kitchen knife was...
It was Sayaka. Sayaka.
Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
Yeah, she's not as innocent as you guys thought. Just like I thought. Or I never thought she was innocent. I knew she was
But we
up to
already
something.
said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost as if she'd been planning to commit a murder of her own.
What?
Took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in. And if it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation...
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch rooms.
Yeah, I know what the point you're getting to.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms...
Yo, look at Leon. He's like, oh shit. I'm involved in this and I didn't even expect that twist.
...was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto. But for that to work, the target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret.
Okay. But I would have, oh, well, I'm assuming after she would have killed him, she would have, swapped the nameplates back. So I was about to say, like, as soon as I look at the door, I'll be like, hey, this ain't my name.
If the target knew she had switched rooms, they would have become suspicious right away.
So all that's why she switched the names?
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing, even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
Exactly.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
I have control over him. He would definitely have confessed.
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Yeah, it feels bad, don't it, Makoto? It feels bad, don't it?
Plus, she was the ultimate pop sensation.
Watch what you say, Toko.
A totally forgettable kid. Or a national superstar. Who are you more likely to believe?
I hope you kill somebody so I can, like, get rid of you.
You're saying she had this all planned out?
Holy shit!
But in the end, her plan backfired. She launched her attack with the knife, then found herself under attack in turn. That must be when her wrist got broken, and she was forced to drop the knife.
The tables were suddenly turned on her.
The turn
She
had been
died at the
tabled.
hands of the one she planned to murder.
Just hold on. That can't be true.
Why are you denying it?
Because...
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the
He's like, what does this have to do with anything?
You're being super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it.
God, you are so impatient. Like,
Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
but that's stupid though. Like, you lose your entertainment then because they're all dead. Like, you want to prolong, like, you want them to win, so at least you get to kill one person because of the execution or whatever the fuck. And then you get to repeat, wash, rinse, and repeat again as many times as you want to, or until the time runs out. But like, yo, it's like, yo, fuck you. Up here like, oh, I can kill you all. Like, yeah, and do you got another set of students you can bring in to kill again? Well, I don't know. He probably does.
Oh yeah.
I don't know him.
Decide who we think did it.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery.
Yeah, stop worrying about some thoughts.
If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Okay. But my assistant, obviously I've committed to finding out who killed her, but what can I do? I mean, as far as clues goes, there's nothing left. I feel sorry for Makoto. He got freaking motherfucking dying message. Oh, okay.
It's easy just to say, hey, decide who did it. But there just aren't any more clues, right?
I guess this.
No.
That was easy. Mr. Kuwata.
There still might be
Mr. 11037.
Sayaka's dying message.
God, I wish that was better hidden. Well, I don't know. I don't know how they could have done it better.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Yeah, flip it upside down and vertical, flip it upside down vertical, and then put it horizontal, and you got your answer.
Before we get too far into that, I need to ask.
Why are we bringing it? Let's discuss. Okay.
Can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
Okay. Oh, the left index finger, right? Because the blood.
I got it. Her left index finger had blood on it.
So this is the left index finger, and then yeah, this is so L-E, like how you would normally write it, L-E-O-N, but it was upside down, but she was doing it this way. All right.
That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still. What the heck do those numbers mean? 11037?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right?
Computer
you should
nerd.
know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Alright. And that is what I'm here for, ladies and gentlemen. And then hear the standing ovation from the audience, and she fades into the darkness.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
They're imaginary numbers, and then there's an audible groan from everybody who had to take pre-calculus.
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers.
Oh, Hifumi coming in with the clutch.
First two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter.
Yeah, were they fucked up?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed it was 1, 1, but...
It's an N.
Looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa, you might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Jesus, Mondo.
Our little gray cells are really getting excited.
And you had to ruin it. I was rooting for you, Hifumi, for all of 5 seconds.
That really is an N, N037. Doesn't make any more sense than before.
No, we can assume that the rest of the letters or numbers are letters. So you would look towards the alphabet and see which letters look like numbers. For example, 0 looks like O, 3 looks like a E, and 7 is 11. 7's 11. What? I'm talking really loud. Let me. It's like 2 in the morning. Let me not be super loud.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Okay. Huh? Rotate it. Maybe I see something. I think maybe I see something.
Oh my God. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
The aha moment.
You just shot past the clue card and right onto who did it. So, whose name did she write?
Turn it 180 degrees. If you turn it 180 degrees, it becomes crystal clear. Oh.
Here's my answer.
Okay.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N.
The Kings of Leon killed her. I knew their music was so terrible it would make somebody die.
L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
Alright.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence. It's just a bunch of random squiggles that happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all.
Yeah, good thing you're here, the only one here with a name that can be spelled out like the same in like numbers.
She wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally and had to write upside down, as it were.
There we go.
And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Oop.
Huh?
Oh, he does have like a long sort of like dress shirt on.
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, now I understand. Like it was a while before we got circled back around to that. Okay. Oops, my bad. I didn't mean to. I meant to look at it. I embarrassed myself. Shoot. Okay. I accidentally misclicked. I meant to choose this one.
Shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
Dog, he's going Super Saiyan God. He's like, I can't take this.
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
I mean, we're all like school students who's technically wearing uniforms.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Okay.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Alright, why aren't you leading this case? Because you were up here you just like guiding my hips like, yeah, here you go, Makoto. You can do it. You can do it. And it's just like...
Yeah, I think so.
Bro. The burnt remains of the button shirt, which the killer wasn't able to get rid of. There's something about it we need to pay attention to in order to figure out who's responsible. How it was disposed, because he chucked it like a baseball.
How the shirt was disposed of. we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
I wonder, how did he chuck the shirt though?
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You need the key to get in. And the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
No.
Interesting.
No, that's wrong. There's another way to use the incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty.
No, it's wrong. No, it's wrong.
Okay.
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the
Maybe this. Okay.
No, it's wrong.
No, that's wrong.
No, it's wrong. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
Okay.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but
But how would you use it?
What do you mean, how would I use it? Like, as to tell fortunes? Like, what are you talking about? Oh, you talking about this case? Yeah, he would throw it.
The killer simply took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Going through that, through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Very strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy. Fairy godparents!
He had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Yeah.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass
It's
ball
almost
that
as if you had to be an
far
ultimate
and hit
baseball
something that
player.
small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely. Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is... I got it! Because the killer is the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Do you have any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
You can't be serious. I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear.
Okay,
and
cool.
With that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Okay. Yeah, tell me about the closing argument. Everyone in the case has the last element to bring the class trial to the end. This is the closing argument. In phase, you have to complete the summary of the case. You have to reproduce the flow of events, case to form a comic book. However, you'll notice that in the comic book, there are a number of pieces missing. It's up to you to complete the comic using the provided truth panels. Also, if you take an aim at the missing... Okay. Alright. Have fun. Alright, so... I'm assuming some of these just aren't, like, relevant, okay? He's like, I'm gonna get you, bitch. She's right here, like, oh, please don't get me, bitch. Alright.
Here's exactly what happened. I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning.
Alright.
Last night, the killer went
Yo, look
to
at
the
these
room
drawings,
Sayaka
though.
was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them.
Alright, I'm gonna go full screen for this one.
She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier.
Yeah. Ooh, and then here goes my sword.
But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for.
Yo, Sayaka looks insane.
They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Oh, are you kidding me? Then it is this one.
The killer is you! During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
Huh.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife.
Alright, that's weird.
Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing.
Damn.
So
And he had the
instead,
handy dandy
forced the door
toolkit
took the
supplied by
kitchen
Monokuma.
and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her. And with that,
Dun
all her
dun.
strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence.
Yep.
First, they took off their shirt, which was covered in their victim's blood.
Dang.
They took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they got rid of any trace they'd ever been there.
Yo, this would have been good if she wouldn't have left the name of the killer there. Like, they would have got away with it.
The killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there. But the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator. So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he left in the laundry room. the killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw, but the killer had the confidence to take a shot. And that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star.
Mm-hmm.
The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator.
Jesus.
Which then quickly roared to life.
All right. Yeah, he balled it up still, but the weight of the shirt though would have not been enough.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area with, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence.
We're flying through dimensions. Yo, that's a cool screenshot.
Leon. It would appear that Hero simply forgot his crystal ball in the laundry room. You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object?
Oh no, this is where they freak out.
Of course I do.
Like in Phoenix, right?
I object! I mean, all of this is just a bunch of stupid theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence? Evidence. It's all
your
bullshit.
name written on the wall?
It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
Yo, why is Celeste still looking like a creepo?
This is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it.
We got evidence?
Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Am I? This is your first bullet time is about to begin. Absolutely, please. Alright, DDR time.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance. It wasn't me. Stupid. You lied. Stop talking. Shut up. Where's your proof? Not a chance.
I hate this. I hate it. 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 I hate hate.
Not a chance.
Okay.
Where's your proof?
This should prove it.
Oh, Jesus Christ! I hate that mini game with a passion. Jesus fuck.
The screws on the bathroom doorknob were removed. I wonder what kind of tool the killer used to remove
They
them.
used a toolkit. A screw, nigga.
It had to be a screwdriver, right?
Oh yeah. I'm
No, they
pretty
used
sure
the hammer.
toolkits we got each had one inside.
That must be what he used. There aren't any other tools anywhere.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
I hate that they still think I actually might kill her.
Culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were in Sayaka's room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumed there wouldn't be one in there.
So they bought theirs.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Their own.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh? And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
Ooh,
Let
damn.
me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
Damn. Stu. He's devolving.
So, you have no rebuttal?
Damn.
Then it would seem we are finished.
I kind of feel
here.
bad for him because it was self-defense at first, so. But not, then he tried to kill us, so fuck him. Or he tried to kill us by getting away with it. Ooh, I went away with the A. Ooh. Okay, cool.
Looks like you've reached your verdict. Then are we ready to cast our votes? You all have a lever in front of you. Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I hate you, Monokuma, with a... Oh, it's not even gonna let me choose. Leon is guilty. Yeah, it sucks that we sort of have to vote for him.
Oh, looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kawada.
And, yeah.
Huh? Hey, hold on.
Hold on a second. Leon, did you really kill Sayaka? I don't believe it.
You son of a bitch.
You son of a bitch, what the hell is wrong with you?
I didn't have a choice.
It was kill or be killed.
So that's why...
I killed her first.
You are any different?
None of you any different. One wrong step and you would have been the one standing there. It was completely chance that I would wound up like this.
Just unlucky. That's all.
Yeah.
Come on!
But he did find the opportunity to be like, you know what? If I get away with this, then I can get away in general, so. Everything's become clear. The decision was made right after all. But when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we've been wrong. Because if we came up with, if what we came up with is really the truth, then the truth is that Sayaka was trying to frame me. But then you would have been dead, so fuck it. No. Like, even if it's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind is because of the video. Oh, the video evidence that I didn't need to use at all for this case. It was just there to know that, hey, she had motivation. Like, no shit, everybody had motivation.
We're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me. I can't afford to be stuck here.
The one thing that was more important than her, than anything else, was the dreams of her friends. To have seen something like that happen to them, and Sayaka. I did whatever it took to reach my dream. I mean it. Even some things that weren't so pleasant. Gestures, a blowjob, and that's why Sayaka, for the friends, that's why she betrayed me. Stop trying to defend her, Makoto.
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
God, this is terrible because it's like, yeah, you want to be like, she was doing it for her friends, but it's like at the same time she was really setting you up for failure, and it's like, Makoto, man, you need more confidence. Is that why she talked to me in the first place? I guess I'll never know, because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's it. When you're killed, you die. Boy howdy, the entertainment industry must sure be terrifying. I mean, to try to kill someone just because of those relationships. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but on the inside she descended to pure madness. What did you say? I understand, really, I do. Yep. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right?
compassion, intimacy, love. The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us. This is all your fault, and also, I was never really too heartbroken anyway. I pretty much assumed that she was just goading me along. Sayaka is being forced to do something like that. All of it, everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma, but...
That's enough.
That's enough. Do you want to fail yet again? Like when he whiffed the punch with Monokuma the first time? As angry as I was, Kyoko lashed onto my arm without any hesitation. Her grip was like iron, strong enough I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go now. Let it go. Let it go. Damn it. That was a close one. I thought for sure we were going to have a good... You want to give me a good walloping? Shut the fuck up. Just barely avoided punishment. You did like twice. Now, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment? You mean execution? Wait a second!
I had to kill her.
That's it?
Yeah, it was protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense. How exactly was it self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, did you or did you not use your own very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. It's not because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder. No, that's not. Stop it! I had enough of this. Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand? I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either, because the one to blame is him. Huh? If it weren't for you, this would never have happened, or Sayaka, or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who puts us in this situation, the mastermind. Oh, did you awaken to your sense of justice? Well, it just so happened that there's nothing more unethical than unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. It's that kind of justice that awaken within you. Just shut up. Okay, well, more importantly, let's hurry up and get on to what everybody's been waiting for, the punishment.
I'm begging you, please, don't do this.
This is tough.
Hey, come on.
No more begging, no more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please.
Now then, I prepared a very special punishment.
For the ultimate baseball star, Leon Kawada.
No.
God. It's when they beg not to, it's like the worst.
It's punishment time!
No!
Alright. Actually, I'm gonna leave my face up here because apparently, like, yeah, this is... Yo, this looks fucked up. Dang. He ain't dead already from being dragged like 80 miles? Like, what the... Oh no. How does he have all this? They're gonna bludgeon him to death. No. The 1,000 blows. Oh, and they're starting. Damn. The fact that you have to watch this. Oh.
I kind of feel sorry for Leon because I didn't hate his character, but it's just like he was just kind of eh. But also like he kind of like Sayaka started it first. Damn. You hate to see it. What we saw. Was this the true face of despair? I mean, if we can't call it that, what could we call it?
Extreme!
Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control. That. What's going on?
I can't take it.
Do we really have to keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's not only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful society secret type of guy. Or in this case, a dark, awful secret society type of bear. Why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through a grueling ordeal? It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. It's like trying to put a mile on a scale. I just don't think that it's possible. I don't think that's what you're saying. I don't think what you're saying. What I'm saying is quite fit together. Piece of shit, I don't know who you are, but I'm going to pound your ass to the ground. You really must hate me to get so angry, huh? But if you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened? What happened? Because more than one of you decided you want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You're to blame. Of course we can't cut free of the outside world, being trapped in this insane place. You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn the mysteries of the school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonder how we all get to live here forever.
What does this mean?
Yeah, sure. What are you trying to say? I feel like there's a deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Chills!
Anyway, let's get to the blackened punishment. That's what everyone's waiting for after all.
Hey.
Yeah, he did say everyone. When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I got to say. I need to save some fun for later.
Are people watching this? Is that what the security cameras are for? Is this a reality TV show? What if? Alright, he left us here there overwhelmed by nightmare. God, even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no, it wasn't that long. I think everyone just lost their sense of time. We're all too scared. Scared of being alone. Yep. No one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices were dead. But it was at that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about. It's about Sayaka, isn't it? I'm surprised you haven't figured it out. I told you before the class trial started, you had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself. You wanted to realize how Sayaka betrayed me, myself, didn't you? Like, wow, that's very cruel, Kyoko. Though she thought she never crossed my mind, I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that. Exactly, Makoto. Harden that heart. Don't fall for that simp shit. We're playing to win now.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double cross you, the fact that you can never change that. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision. That's why as she lay dying, she was thinking of you. She's thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure, and we can't ask her how.
However,
even if you ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought was how she can protect you. What?
so...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she'd never left the message. Well, I think she did that to try to save, like, not be, because she's like, I'm dying anyway, so I might as well do one good thing. So not necessarily, it's wrong to assume that she did it solely for Makoto. Or maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who had killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility, but don't you think, but I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway.
She was uncertain. She was sure she could kill someone or deceive you, which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it. Why are you telling me this? It's because you're a kind person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the deaths of your friends, Sayaka and Leon, and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of a desperate situation. Move past their deaths. I can never do that. No, I'm going to carry them with for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I will carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories with me wherever I go. So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you. As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka? Oh, well, I'm psychic.
What?
Huh? Haha, Makoto being cheeky. Kidding, I just have pretty good intuition. Oh, okay, that was cute. Dang, Junko, fucking Sayaka, and Leon are dead. Got knocked out 3. So we're now down to 12 students. Ooh, Despair Bat. One is the loneliest number that you ever knew. 2 can be as bad as 1, but the loneliest number is the number 1.